I'm gonna sit because I have all the things. And by all the things, I mean all the things. I just did a pretty large Christmas haul. And I do feel like I need to justify it a little bit. So, story time. We just went through a bit of a renovation, and I wish I could say that the renovation went smoothly. It was actually pretty much a horrific nightmare from start to finish, and it's been going on for almost 7 months. But just recently, we've been in the house for about 2 months, and things are getting finished up here and there. It's quite a process. But just recently, the paint was finished on the walls, like within the last 5 days, so we've been able to start decorating. Well, I know that it's almost Thanksgiving, but who wants to decorate for Thanksgiving when they haven't been able to decorate their home for 6 months? No, you want to decorate for Christmas. So I just skipped right over Thanksgiving, and I was like, oh, we're just gonna get our Christmas decor out from the garage, which is now detached. We had an attached garage at our last house, and we had this storage shed that was kind of behind it, I'd say, and that's where all of our seasonal items were stored. So, flash forward 7 months, we've moved all of our things here. They're all out in the garage. They never came out of their bins because they're seasonal, so I don't need to address them until the season. And I pull them into the house, and I smell like horrible things, like the most pungent, horrific smell. And I open up these bins, and a family or a village or a country of raccoons has peed and eaten all of our Christmas decor. So, coming off of what was the saga of this renovation, and being greeted with your favorite seasonal items torn to shreds, covered in urine, I mean, I can just say that I had a little bit of a meltdown. So I mean, stockings, all Christmas tree skirts, all of our, every single thing, our garland, all of it. We had to get a new Christmas tree. Everything had been, oh, they just took advantage of everything. And I needed to get some new things. So I put my best foot forward, and I decided to just go for it. So that is where we're at. And I went to a couple of stores. I don't feel like I did anything like crazy. And I actually saw that Dollar Tree haul that everybody's doing, where you can go and like decorate a home or do the Christmas gifts, all that stuff from the Dollar Tree. And I will be honest, I went to the Dollar Tree, insert clip, and I walked through there, and I have to say, I couldn't do it. I can't, here it is, here's the truth. I'm not a Dollar Tree girl. I am not the girl that wants a Dollar Tree gift. I'm not the girl that's gonna give a Dollar Tree gift. I'm not the girl that wants it, and that's not saying anything bad about the people that are. I am just not her. So, went there, didn't love it, wiped my hands of that one, and then started out on my journey to get all things Christmas. Before I show you everything, I will say that I am in much better spirits this week. I feel like a weight has been lifted, and you know, what will be will be. And at the end of the day, we have a beautiful home that we have poured our hearts and souls into, and I'm very excited to have my children in this space with me and my husband and to make a go of it. So I do have to end it on a positive note before I start showing my holiday stuff. But if I can say one thing, do your research. Do your research when you're doing a home renovation, because that's all I got. Just because, just do it. So here we are, not at the Dollar Tree. I went to, I think 3. I did most of my shopping at Hobby Lobby, Target, and Home Goods. My style, I feel like, I'm not sure it's represented super well in this room, but again, we are still moving in. Furniture, as you can, this furniture is probably on its way out soon. As much as my husband hates to just come to grips with that. It just doesn't fit this room very well. So we as in I am kind of a minimalist when it comes to decorating. And not that I'm like living the minimalist lifestyle. I just like few things. I like substantial items, but few things, because I get very overwhelmed very easily. I am not any of the genres. I don't think that I'm farmhouse or rustic. I don't think that I'm transitional or traditional or ornate or eclectic. I think that I'm all of those things. So I guess if anything, I'm eclectic. I have a lot of traditional items. I have a lot of antiques. I have a lot of new things. I love some farmhouse stuff. I love transitional and rustic items, and I don't know, I'm kind of quirky, so I like that stuff too. And I think at the end of it, if you are trying to figure out what works for you in your space, I think that you just need to trust your gut and buy things that make you feel good, that help tell your story. When people are in my home, I want them to feel comfortable. I don't want people to come into my home and think, oh my gosh, it's so stuffy. I have to like take my shoes off and make sure that I don't have any dog hair on me, because we have 2 little kids, and so everything in our home has to be kid friendly. And also I want people to feel like they can just come in, kick their shoes off, and take a seat, grab a blanket, get a cup of coffee or beer, and call it a day. I don't ever want somebody to feel uncomfortable in my space. And I have to say that that comes from my mom. She's always been that woman that you enter their home and you feel like, it feels like you're home. You know, even now I'm 31 years old and I go to their house and it just feels so good. So thank you, Mom, for that. You're just phenomenal. And that's what I want. I want people to come into my house and be like, yeah, I'm gonna hang out here. I'm gonna take a nap. I'm gonna turn on the TV. So with that said, seasonal items. When I decorate for the holidays, it's very eclectic. And I typically don't have tons of things. I like tchotchkes, but I don't love all the little things. I'd rather have few bigger things. And now that we live in a smaller home, I think that having spatial awareness is very, very important. So I do feel like I'm representing me pretty well with this holiday haul. So with that said, I'm gonna start with what's behind me. That's my new Christmas tree, and it's from Hobby Lobby. I did the 50% off sale, but let's be honest, I feel like if you buy anything from there at full price, that's on you, your fault, because those markups are crazy. And I feel like even at 50% off, I probably could have gotten a better deal somewhere else, but I was done searching. So I will link that below. I do like it. I will say I grew up with a tree that had colored lights, and I will forever be a colored light girl, but my husband likes it and I love him. So that's where that is. I think next year it's gonna find its way upstairs because I'm really wanting to find a colored light tree. But yeah, so I like it. It's cool. It's slim. It's a 7.5 foot. What else did I get at Hobby Lobby? I got these wreaths. We have 2 front doors, and because this house used to, I'll scoot back a little bit, because this house used to be a duplex, I like to give each of them their moment. So I got 2 of these wreaths, and there's one of the doors. That's not the one that we use as our front door, but it goes to a little side porch. I have 2 of these wreaths, and each of them will be hung on this cute little Christmas tree wreath hanger. I did get ones that were, I'd say they're pretty hardy. Like I can't do those $2.99 wreath hangers because they break or they bend and then my wreath is all wonky, and that bugs me. So I have 2 of those. And to go with those exterior door wreaths, I bought these. They are mini, it's like a mini berry wreath, and I am gonna put them on all of the interior doors. I love interior door wreaths, but too much green and too much like bulky pine cone, sparkly stuff in this space would drive me crazy, mostly because I'd have to vacuum all the time. But also, all of our doors are really close to each other. So we have like a hallway between all of our doors. hallway, door, 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 and upstairs, same thing. So I wanted something kind of dainty, and I like this because it's a nice little pop of Christmas color without being like over the top. All of our trim and doors in the home are white, so, and all of our walls are white as well, like an off-white. I think the color is origami white from Sherwin-Williams, and the trim color is alabaster. So I do want some pop because there's not a lot of color going on our walls. Pretty monochromatic, if I do say so myself. So those are from Hobby Lobby. And what else did I get? I think that is all I have from Hobby Lobby. I'm gonna move on to Target because I love Target. This puppy, Letters to Santa. It is of Hearth and Hand. I believe that's the Chip and Joanna Magnolia line. This is the best purchase ever. I'm telling you, I think it was 40 bucks and I did not purchase it this year. I bought it last year, but they still have them, and I know they have them in the Hunter Green. My kids had so much fun with this mailbox last year. It says Letters to Santa. They would plop their letters in or draw pictures, and so many good memories. And this was salvaged because it was in my my bin for the shop that I owned. So that one, for some reason, the raccoons just weren't interested in the periwinkle bin, but that's all right. So that is from Target. Other little things from Target. I have this sweet, wait, is this from Target? Yeah. This sweet little truck. I got turned on to these a couple of years ago, and I just never pulled the plug or pulled the trigger. Not pulled the plug, that's terrible. And I have this cute little Woodside as well, which is like the car of my dreams. I tell my husband that when we first got married that I wanted one of these cars, and they don't make them anymore. But if he ever wanted to, you know, swap out my van, get me one of these, a little vintage Woodside, I wouldn't be mad. These were both, I think, $10 a piece, and they're just super cute. They're either gonna go upstairs by the kids' rooms or just be like a space saver on a smaller piece of furniture, I'd say. So we loving those. And let's see, did I get anything else from Target? I don't know. If I did, I'll come back to it. So people always ask me, like, what makes you love decorating? Like, why do you love it so much? Or they ask me how to help them, and I have to be honest with saying this. Like, it's all about the atmosphere you create. So when you think of like your perfect atmosphere, what is it? When I close my eyes and I think about like what makes me calm and happy and comfortable, I think of candles, low lights, and blankets or throws or comfy, cozy sweatshirts and pillows. And that's just where rugs, like I like to feel comfort. And so the most comforting candle that you can have in your home around the holidays is this. Oh, it is like what my childhood dreams are made of. This is called The Smell of Christmas, and it's by Aromatique. Let me see if I can get it in there. Aromatique. And it is a higher end candle, I'll be honest. I think this is 12 ounces and it's $26.50. So I could just walk around like this. I get one of these every single year. I get these plus the room sprays, plus the wax melt. I mean, you cannot go wrong with this. If you like cinnamon, this is the smell of Christmas. Like, this is Christmas in a jar. No joke. Christmas in a jar. So I have loved this candle since I was a child. My mother used to get them and burn them, and she's a candle gal, and I have become a candle gal too. I know they're terrible for the environment. I know that they are a flame risk. I know all of those things, but I can't help it. So, Smell of Christmas, Aromatique. I know they sell them at Nordstrom, and I know they sell them at Von Maur. They used to sell them at Macy's. I'm not sure. We don't have a Macy's close to us, so I'm not sure. Who am I kidding? None of those stores are close to us, but I'm not sure where they sold them. I bought this one on Amazon, and I purchased it after they had been sold out, and because they had been sold out, I settled, which wasn't really a settle, on my go-to. And this isn't even a holiday candle for me anymore. This is just a everyday candle because I'm that obsessed with it. It is, let's see, it's called Sugared Birch, and it's by Hearth and Hand. Oh, and it's like a sweet birchy smell, and I got it last year for Christmas for the very first time. I got the smaller one. I believe it was like $12.99. It's like a green jar with the wooden lid. I'm sure if you've been to Target and stepped into the Joanna, like heaven that is, then you have seen it. This is the larger one. I believe it was this is $19.99, and it fills a room. That is very important for me. If you are gonna have a candle, if I'm gonna buy a candle, I do not want to waste my money on a candle. I don't want to waste my money on something that smells good in a jar and I go home and burn it and it smells like nothing, or it burns horribly. Like, I want a good even burn. I want my money's worth. So this one I can absolutely recommend, and nothing's gonna touch this one though. I mean, just wrapping presents by a fire that I don't have because we don't have a fireplace, but that's what I think of when I'm smelling this candle. And then the other one, it's more of a masculine smell, but I got turned on to this a couple of years ago too at a local store that is now shut down, and it bums me out because I would have much rather purchased this, you know, to support a local vendor, but that's okay. I got this on Amazon, and it's called Balsam and Cedar. It smells similar to the Sugared Birch. It's by Illume. The brand is called Illume, and I love it. It's in a cool, like, vintage tin and has a really fun forest vibe to it with a fun little cover. These would be awesome for gifts too. I don't know if you have a male friend or a son or a father who likes candles. This is the scent. I believe this was close to 25 as well, or maybe 30. I'm not sure. It was a little bit pricey. How many? This is 11.8 ounces. So comparable. Okay. Candles, done. What else makes me comfy? Blankets. Growing up, my mom had a shop with a friend, and they actually sold these blankets that were so well made, and they were knitted, and we had a Christmas one that was cream and green and maroon, and it was heavy, almost like a weighted blanket, and it is still kicking it today. And I love that blanket. Every time I go over there, I cuddle up with it, and I think that that is super important. If you're gonna decorate with throws and pillows and things of that nature, that you can actually use them, because nobody wants to come into your house and feel like, oh, like that's a really cute pillow, but looks fancy. Like, look at that sequence, not super comfortable. No, people want to come in and feel like, oh, I can just pull that off of the couch and wear it, which is where this comes in. I bought 2 of them actually, and this is from Home Goods, and it has this very like Nordic vibe to it, 2-tone maroon and with like a fleece lined center. I'm obsessed, and it's heavy, and I know my kids are gonna cuddle up with me in my dreams and watch a Christmas movie, and it's gonna be all of the Christmas magic, and we're hopefully gonna do that without them punching each other, but I'm excited about this. I was so excited about it. But I bought one for my bedroom, and this is more of the color scheme that my mom had growing up, and I just think it's super, super cute and comfy and cozy. And this is a little thinner, but knit, and I don't know, I'm just really excited about them. This is the first time I've actually found blankets that I'm super impressed with. Moving on. I have been searching for a tree skirt. Thought I found one a couple days ago. I'll actually show it to you, even though it's going back. Awesome, awesome, like quintessential countryside Christmas picture on this tree skirt, black and white. It's just beautiful. Turns out it doesn't really go with the vibe that my rug is pulling off right now. So it kind of clashed with my rug, didn't work so well. Also, my mom came in and was like, you need a little bit of color in here. Like, that's true. Always right, always right. So I thought about saving it for my tree upstairs, and it turns out that doesn't look good up there either. So this is going back, even though I loved it, just wasn't for me. Maybe more of the farmhouse or rustic theme. If you're into that, it's from Target, $25, I believe. But Home Goods, Man, Home Goods got your back. So I went to Home Goods and I found this beautiful, very classic, nothing too crazy, maroon and creams and silver dotted tree skirt. It's just simple and me and good. It makes you feel good. It looks really nice with my rug. It's just pretty. So I'm super excited about that. I'm gonna be putting that on the tree here in just a few minutes. But I don't know if I told you about these raccoons that took over all of our Christmas, which I have told you. They peed. These raccoons, they peed in my snow globes. So I had to find a snow globe today, and it is definitely not kid friendly. It's glass, but it's so cute, and it has like a little Christmas tree farm. And it does play music, but I'm not gonna turn it off because knowing me, I'll turn it too far and then I'll be waiting for it to turn off. But I love it, it's beautiful. I'm sure it's gonna break by the end of the season because Bennett's gonna find it, but that's okay. That's from Home Goods as well. And then this is what Bennett picked out from Home Goods, and I kind of am obsessed with it. It's this cute little Santa Claus driving a truck with garland, has all of his buddies and Christmas trees that are sparkly, some presents in there. And this to me just screams magic. I don't know. I think having fun with Christmas in your decorations, that is important because that is what your kids love, right? They love to have the fun colors and to see the different Santa Clauses and all the glitter. And I know that it seems a little hokey sometimes, but that's all you're gonna find in my house, to be honest. I mean, I have a couple of like classy pieces-ish, but this is where it's at. All of this. I mean, right now my phone is propped on a spinning Christmas tree that sings all of the music and has a train that goes around it, and it makes my heart burst. I'm obsessed with it, and Bennett just comes down and stares at it every morning and turns it on, and it's just magic in a kid's eyes, and it makes me happy. So I have a couple of signs that I got. One was from last year, but they still have it at Michael's, which is gonna go upstairs. And it's just a cute little North Pole alert. It has a nice and a naughty hanging sign that you can turn around. And I love it. And it would be a really good threat if you need it to be. Not that that's what it's about, because my kids know that Santa is not in charge, that I'm the one who decides the naughty and the nice list. But still, if you need a little extra, if you need a little extra help this year and your elf on the shelf isn't doing it, that's a good option. Here is something just kind of simple and cute. I don't have anything that says Merry Christmas, so I found this at Home Goods and I like it a lot. It's probably gonna go in my front foyer, which is all shiplap, so it'll look really cute in there. I'm not sure if I mentioned, but I don't have my stockings, my garland, or an advent calendar, and I am on the search for all three of those. My advent calendar I did find, but I waited too long to pull the trigger and it went out of stock. So it should be back in stock shortly. And I'm gonna be getting it from Birch Lane, which is like a brother company to Wayfair, I believe. So it's super cute and it's wooden and I'm obsessed with it, but I hope it comes back in stock here shortly because it's getting a little close. And then I'm gonna take the plunge and have our stockings, get ones that actually have their names on it this year. We have one for myself, Chris, Bennett, Charlotte, and then our two animals, our dog Daisy and our cat Allie. I've kind of just been waiting to see like when our family is complete, but we have reached that point. So we are gonna, I think, I'm probably gonna order those this evening, but once I do decide on the stockings that I've chosen or I'm looking at, then I'll post below, or maybe I'll insert a clip, I'm not sure. But we are coming in for a close here. I have a couple more things to show you, two of which are the kids' Christmas ornaments that they picked out this year. Charlotte a cupcake and Bennett a donut. Initially, it was an ice cream cone, but the dog got to it, so this is the runner-up. Those are both from Target in the like Winter Wonderland section, I believe. Super, super cute. They have so many cute ornaments there. And let's see. I have this memory growing up of these two horns that my mom had. And they were gold with red rope, and they were, I don't know, everybody has like a vision of like the things that your parents decorated with. Like that was Christmas for me. So we were at Hobby Lobby the other day, and Bennett of course found the horns, and they had them, and they actually had the ones that she had, but that doesn't really go with my color scheme / style. So I picked up 2 of similar kind, and I really love them. I have no idea where they're gonna go, but I like them, so we went for it. And lastly, I think I picked up, the entire store full of dish towels at HomeGoods for one very good reason, and I'll be doing another video on it shortly. I make homemade vanilla. Homemade vanilla has always been something that I've really enjoyed doing. It does not take too much time or like skill. You just really need to know how to find the vodka. So I am going to wrap up my vanilla in different dish towels, and then I found these super cute cookie cutters that are very, they're very weighty. They're heavy, and I have them in rose gold and also traditional gold. I got those at HomeGoods along with these dish towels. So I'm just gonna create some cute gifts out of them for the teachers and friends and family and such. So I'm not gonna show you all the dish towels. Well, am I? Maybe I will. This is my favorite. It's a sloth riding a bike. If you're a friend or a family member or any of my children's teachers, this is a spoiler alert because probably some of these things are coming home with you. So there's that. And then if you want to be like super traditional and classy, which, you know, I'm just a classy girl. There's that. So yeah, I just make the vanilla. I'm going to wrap them in the dish towels and put a cute little cookie cutter on it, call it a day. And then I also got a couple of towels for my children's bathroom. When I had my shop, it was called Periwinkle Circus, and I really went in heavy with the elephants because I love elephants. So when I found these today, I thought that would be really sweet to pay homage to my shop and all of the fun memories that we had there. So anyway, that is basically my Christmas haul, and I hope that you enjoyed it. I will link everything below, and if you have any questions, please feel free to message me. Decorating is what I love to do, and I think that when my home is decorated, it makes me feel at ease, and I don't think that decorating is something that has to be stagnant either. It's ever changing, ever evolving. My style has changed so much from when I met my husband, and even, you know, in the last few years. So I think that just playing around with different styles and textures and colors, I think that that's what it's all about, you know. And at the end of the day, telling a story. So if I could give you like one piece of advice when decorating for either every day or for the holidays or for the seasons, it's use things that help you tell your story. Like these. I mean, this reminded me of my shop and that I miss, and these reminded me of my mom and her decorating. Gosh darn it, if I could have a colored tree, I would feel all the happy feels right now, because that is, you know, my childhood memory. But I don't know, this telling a story with your kids, like creating memories is what it's all about. And nobody has to have, there's no right or wrong, I guess. Nobody has to have the same style as you, or there's nobody over here judging you. But it's just a really fun, creative outlet for me to enjoy, and I love helping other people. So if you have any questions, or you're wanting to do something, and you're just not sure, and you can't quite take the plunge, please, please, please feel free to shoot me a message or comment down below, or, you know, shoot me a DM on my Instagram. I am going to be rejoining, I think, today, and also Facebook. So I hope you guys all have a wonderful week. And this isn't my last holiday video, so I'm not gonna say Merry Christmas yet, but it is the most wonderful time of the year, if I do say so myself. Have a happy, happy, happy Thanksgiving, and you know, just remember what this season's all about. Love you guys. Mwah. The mouse. There was a little mouse. no bigger than a mole, who lived in a round place that he called a hole. What happens to him? He tried to become